There's this saying that says the journey is the destination, right? And I was having to imagine what would happen when we get to skip the journey and we arrived at the destination. Would the success really be worth it? When I was in secondary school, I had the privilege of serving a bricklayer in my community back then. And the way it was done back then, it was such that when serving, you serve from about 8 to about 5 p.m. when the job is done. And my duty was to actually mix sand, cement, and water and serve the bricklayer so well. And when the job was done, I was paid the normal 2K around that time that was expected to be paid to anybody having to work in such a job. When I eventually collected the money, I actually did not spend that money for about a week here about, even though I have other money that I was having to like use to maybe get biscuits, get petty items. But I basically could not spend that 2,000 naira back then. Not because the money was big, not because the money was small, but just because of what I had to go through to earn that amount. And that makes me say that whenever we are doing something without having to work for it, we basically not see the worth the way it ought to be seen. Which is the reason why when you see certain persons who have basically built something from the scratch and are successful at it, and you get to see them with certain structures or fortress to actually safeguard them, right? It's such that we should actually respect their structures and their fortress and not just be given to any form of entitlement.